Hi, my name is Tara, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel at Inspirational One with Tara. Okay. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. Sending blessings to everyone internationally, here in the USA and all over the world. Today we'll be doing a love reading. Well, let me call it a 3-stage love reading for Capricorn. Okay, now these are the videos that I would have been doing on my other channel. However, I'm going to bring it to this channel as of now because YouTube changed some rules. So right now I'm just going to upload on this channel until things get more organized on my second channel at Tara One Love Coach. Okay, so great to be back with you guys. Feeling much better. So for Capricorn, I just want to say this reading will be in 3 stages, and to everyone's watching, this is going to be a 3-stage reading. The first row is your past life. The second row is your physical in the now. Sometimes I get these mixed up. And the physical in the now. And then I will be pulling cards to put below your physical in the now. And that's the 3-stage reading. And the cards, the third row is the messages, added messages from spirit or from your spirit guides to go along your journey and on your path. Okay? So this is a reading that is, in regards to timing is concerned, it's sort of like on your journey, pretty much, and what you're going to run into. Okay, so Spirit has been dealing with me a lot in regards to names. Okay, so I'm going to start calling the names out, and whatever those names I'll call out and what Spirit is giving me, I will say it in the video, because this reading may be specifically for your situation, as long as you resonate with the reading. Okay. All right, so let us begin. So as you can see here, I already have cards laid out here, and we're going to start from there. And the first name that comes to me is Susan. So Susan, if there's anybody out there with the name of Susan, there's a message in this reading for you. And I'm hearing another name come through, but I allow that name to come through when it's ready to come through. Okay, so the second name I'm hearing in spirit is Samantha. Samantha. I don't know if I spelled that right, but that's Samantha from what I'm hearing. So I see Susan and Samantha. Okay, so those are the 2 names so far that's coming out, but it may be more names that come out during the reading, but also there's definitely going to be messages from Spirit. So sit tight and let us begin. So we're going to start with the first row, which is the top row. And this is your past life, are signs that you may be experiencing now in your past life. So the past life row, even though it's in a past life, and also I want to add to whomever believe in past life energies, you may go through signs in your physical life now that can be connected to your past life. Okay? So I'm going to start here, which is transportation. So the first thing I'm seeing here and actually feeling in regards to, sorry about that, in regards to transportation is I feel like for some, what I'm feeling, I'm hearing the railroad tracks actually. So I feel like somebody might have lived near a train station or near the railroad, as I'm seeing in spirit. And I'm also feeling in spirit that there may be some, or there may have been some, and I got to use past tense because it's past life, and there may have been some type of challenges with transportation in a past life, or there could have been some type of phobias on taking transportation. Or you could have those phobias now, something with transportation, or it could be something with trains, okay? You could be dealing with a past life scenario now that deals with or have dealt with transportation. So even if there was some type of work, I'm feeling in spirit that someone worked on a train station, or had some type of work dealing with transportation. And this could be for planes, this could be any type of transportation, whether it's a bus, whether it's a train, but there could be some type of connection with work in regards to transportation as well. Let's move a little bit further. I may go back to that transportation if anything is coming to me. Also, yeah, so the planes are coming through now. The planes are coming through. So there could be some phobias with the planes as well. Or there might have been some type of experience with transportation in regards to a train or a plane. Somebody might have had some type of experience with that. Now, moving a little bit further with the horses, which speaks about the farm dealing, but automatically I see animals and a love of animals here. And some specific, for some of you, I feel like there's a specific love for horses, or also a farm type life, or also a life living out in the country where you can connect with nature. So there could be a connection. The reason why you love animals, could be a direct connection with the horses. Some people may also collect horses as well, from what I'm feeling here. Yeah, I see some type of connection with the farm animals. And many animals I see in spirit. Just a love for very beautiful animals. And I feel like you have a way of communicating with the animals as well. You understand them for some of you. I feel like for some of you were actually raised on a farm, or raised out in the country where there was or have been a lot of animals, and you have this special connection. Now, this could be an experience that might have been in a past life. So Spirit is showing me now, who is dreaming of horses? Who is dreaming of the horses? So yeah, so I feel like for those, the Spirit is showing me a white horse actually. And I feel like it's sort of like a spirit horse. Oh, okay. I feel like somebody went through some type of experience that may have had a horse. I see spirit said spirit horse. So horse, their horse could be in spirit. So I gotta also say this about this top row, and I gotta say, even though past life, but I find that also spirit will deal with me with energies that have crossed over as well. And I feel like there's something going on with a horse, and the word spirit horse comes to me. But I feel like also some of you dream about horses, or some of you could be dreaming about a horse that you lost, actually. And I'm going to expand this because I see this farm here, and I feel like it could be an animal, a pet that you were very, very close to. Yes, I feel like it's some type of pet, some type of, whether it's a dog, cat, but I feel like it's a animal that you connected with very, very well in spirit. So moving a little bit further here with scribe or writer. Now, you know what? Now, going back to the transportation, I kind of feel that for those of you that might have lived out in the country, I'm seeing the train tracks. Okay, so that could be where someone is living now, near the train tracks, but I also see this wide piece of land as well. So I feel like it's a very relaxing solitude place, but there's some type of train nearby also. Now, again, this could be in a past life situation, but also it's coming up that it could be actually in a current situation. So it may come up like that. I always call this the spirit world here, okay? You can call it past life, but I call it the spirit world because spirit connects with me with situations that you could be currently going through, or you might have dealt with in a past life experience. So it could be a past life experience, and there's some type of connection here in your physical life. Okay, so I had to go back to that because I'm seeing these two merge together. Scribe or writer. So there are those of you that have that may have a great passion for writing, and your imagination can be very vast with scribe or writer, or may even want or desire to write a book, actually. So actually, Spirit is telling me there's a publisher. There's self-publishing. So there's many of you that are writing or that are currently working on some type of book or have had published many books, actually. So you have this gift because the words just flows and you're able to put everything together in harmony. It syncs together very, very well, Spirit is telling me. The word synchronicity, that's the word that comes to me. Sometimes I hesitate with the word because I like to have the dictionary and look it up first, but that's the word that comes to me. It just syncs together. It just flows. So I feel like many of you have, and you know what, I'm doing this and I just feel like it flows, like music is playing. I'm feeling in spirit. So I feel like there's a connection also with music and writing. And it could be your inspiration could be music. And when you listen to music, you can really, you find that the words will just flow in harmony. It syncs all together. Okay? I feel like for many of you have this gift, and there's also a connection with a life purpose here as well. And I feel, okay, so Spirit is telling me as well that I see messages being written, like letters being written. Okay, so Spirit is showing me a message that's being written, or a message that for some of you, Capricorn, will receive. Are you waiting for a letter or some type of message here? I'm seeing in Spirit. I'm seeing correspondence back and forth. So for some of you could be writing messages, or for might have, let me get it right. Might have written messages for a past love. Something about love in a past relationship. Now this is a past life, but I feel like I see in Spirit many letters are being written, or have been written, Spirit says. I feel like Spirit is saying, okay, so some of you have written letters and have kept letters from someone special that you loved. And I feel for some of you that person is in the physical now, and I feel for some of you the person has crossed over and you saved the letters. That's something else that I see. Wow. Also, again, I'm going to go back to the publishing for those of you that are writing and publishing. And I feel like for some of you, there could be a love story with some of the literature, some of the writings that you are doing. Now we have finances. Let me just look at this. I feel with finances, I'm seeing how you budget your money. I feel increase in prosperity, and I feel like in a past life you have focused, or there was a focus on increase. But I feel like also you hold your money very close, and that there's a lot of, you're careful with the money that you do have. When I look at that, I also see in Spirit that you're going to get rewarded for the work that you're doing. I feel like there's going to be some type of financial return in your current life as of now. So I see money coming back to you, Capricorn. I see money coming back. Now, putting everything together, I feel like for some of you, possibly in a past life, there might have been something with the travel, the animals, the writing, and money, and you could be experiencing signs in your current life as of now, in your physical life. Now, let me go to the second row, which this is very interesting. which is a very interesting reading, I might add. Now let me align these. We have flirt here. I'm going to go back to the letter writing and the travel. I feel like there's somebody from a distance in regards to love is concerned. And I feel like for some of you may have a desire or have desired to travel to them. Spirit showed me a plane, so it may be by plane. It may be by train, possibly. But I see a distance away. I feel like for some of you are coming out in a more country type area, so there may be some anxiety with the travel that you may go through because you're so accustomed to being in a very peaceful place out in the country, bottom line. But you may feel a sense of anxiety when it's time to travel. However, there's a love here that I feel that's in the mix with this energy, with this reading. Now, you may be very spiritual as well, where we come to religious factors here. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I feel for some of you, especially Samantha and Susan, okay? I feel for some of you really have a strong foundation of spirituality. And I feel like now, with that being said, I feel like you're ready to come out. And I feel like the love that you're feeling, and it could be someone that you loved or been communicating with for a period of time through virtual means. I feel like this is an inspiration for you. I feel like for some of you could be confused about a possible relationship. Now, let me just say this, confused about the emotions that you're feeling, okay? So, I'm feeling something, love, something very new, something very innocent, I gotta say. I feel like there's a desire for you to move forward, which you may have dealt with challenges with finances in a past life. That's why I said you hold on to what you have. And you could be very frugal in a way because of whatever experience you've been through in a past life. But it's showing up here, finances and career as well. So your finances is showing up here, and I feel like with this scribe or writer, it's also speaking about your life purpose and your gifts that you hold inside. It doesn't have to just mean writing. It can mean whatever gift that you have that can bring income and resources in. I feel like also with this love, for some of you that have heart-to-heart conversation, honesty, discuss your feelings with each other, I feel like there's a lot of communication going on here as well. So, and I feel like it's a distance. You know, you talk a lot through virtual means or on the phone. I feel a little bit of resistance with the upbringing for some of you who is very grounded spiritually. I feel like some of you have come from small, like countryside places where there's a lot of animals, but I feel like some of you have a desire to, you know, expand and spread your wings. And I feel like this new love, this soulmate type of connection, because for some of you, I feel like it's just such a deep chemistry that you have with this particular person. So I'm going to pull now. These are brand new from the vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. I hope I pronounced that right. So this is the first time I'm using these cards, so intuitively I'm going to read them. I couldn't go through the whole book, but I'm going to read all intuitively. So let me align. Gentleness. Now let me hold this card up so you guys can see it, because they're very pretty cards. She looks ghostly, like it's like you could see through, like I kind of feel a past life feeling from this, like somebody's spouse. That's interesting. And I'm seeing the doves around her. This could be a her or a him energy, but it's showing me that there's a partner. Now, I kind of feel this is connecting with these here. I really do. And I feel like it's someone from the other side. I gotta say it like that. Okay? That's coming through. Sort of like a guide, actually. And you see the doves surrounding the person. So it's someone that's bringing a sense of peace. Like she's whispering, you know, like you're hearing this whisper with the word gentleness, and you're seeing, and it's like someone is watching over. So let me just say this. For some of you, I feel like it's something to come. And I feel like another path has been made, another opportunity and chance that has been made for new love. And I feel like this is a spirit guide watching over you. I feel like for some of you may have had a loved one cross over. Might have had something to do with a partnership or marriage. I think I said that earlier. However, I feel like it's someone watching over some of you and bringing the energy of peace and letting you know that your desire for companionship is soon to come. I feel like also Spirit is preparing many of you in the spiritual realm, and have to go back to this is the spiritual row here. And I feel like for some of you, I feel like Spirit is preparing you for that special someone who's in the spiritual, which hasn't manifested yet. I feel like it's in the spiritual realm and hasn't manifested yet. And I feel like it's something that you desire. For some of you, I see in spirit that you're looking at wedding dresses. It's as if something deep inside you is longing, but you feel it intuitively. So I feel like that there's an energy, and I feel like this is sort of like a spirit guide coming through for love, for those of you that want to settle down with that special someone and feeling something in your spirit that's pulling at you, and you find yourself, or you're gravitating towards things that may have something to do with weddings. Spirit said weddings, wedding planner. I see someone planning a wedding. Okay, you know what? There we go there. February, next month. I see wedding planner, and I see actually the planner who's planning the wedding getting married. So it's coming out. This card is really coming out with a lot of messages here, but it's bringing a sense of peace and love to you. Okay? So Capricorn, get ready for that. The next card we have is purity. A sense of innocence here. But I feel like the thoughts are very pure. I feel like it's something new. Very new for some of you. So for some of you, I feel like there's something new that is either about to happen sort of like a clean slate. But it's something new that's is as if it's about to manifest. You know, I find it very interesting with these cards. These seems like spirits that are kind of in the woods, you know? And I see them kind of like speaking, actually. So with the purity, you know, you have the color white here. And you have gentleness and you have purity. So I feel like it's a sense of clear thinking, clear, something that is clean, that is pretty much brand new, that is ready to really evolve into something that is great, actually. I feel like this is actually another spirit guide coming through. When you say the word purity, I feel like this is about pure oh, okay. So spirit is telling me, okay, so here's the message for whomever receives this message, okay? It's sort of like this energy is coming to purify or clean your heart and make it, it's like anything that you've been through, like healing. I feel like there's an energy that's actually touching the part that needs to be healed, and it's actually being made whole. So it's going back to its newness. And it's not either, if it's your heart broken, a broken heart, it's a healing. And it's like your thoughts are being purified, like made clear. So if your thoughts are negative, I feel like there's a spirit guide or an energy. This energy is saying, I'm here to make your thoughts pure, to heal you from whatever you've been through in regards to being hurt. Purity. So I feel like spirit is telling me that the gentleness is the whisper. It's sort of like a whisper. Whispering messages. But I feel like with that whispering, then this energy of purity is coming through for you, Capricorn, kind of cleansing. You heard of the word detox, right? You know how when you try to detox your body, the word detox is coming to me in sort of like a cleansing of your body or your spiritual self. Because I feel like this cleansing is a preparation for what's to come down the road for you in regards to love. So Spirit says preparation. I feel like there's something in regards to relationship are also preparing for a mate or a partner. If you are single, I feel like there's a preparation for some of you for what's to come in the future. Also, Spirit is telling me for those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like there's a detox for your relationship. And I feel like the energy, the spirit is going to bring an energy of gentleness and purity, sort of like a detox for your relationship if there's been challenges in your relationship. So I feel like these guides here are coming to bring also peace, gentleness, and gentleness between each other. No harsh words or harsh feelings. Let's move a little bit further and see what other spirits come out. Ooh, let's see what this is. Awakening. So this spiritual path you're going to be going on, there's going to be, you know what the awakening reminds me of is the judgment card, when Gabriel, the horn is being blown and the people are coming out of the sort of like grave, the picture there. But it reminds me of the judgment, and that reminds me of awakening. So awakening is coming into a new person, a new sense of thought, a new sense of being, sort of like your whole surroundings, your whole world, the energy that surrounds your place. There's a total makeover actually. But also I feel like this awakening is very spiritual too. So I feel, Capricorn, that many of you are going through or will be going through, because I feel like this is a journey that many of you are going to be going through, a spiritual awakening as well. It could be a spiritual awakening, I feel, definitely, but also with this awakening is going to wake you up in the physical realm. And I feel like your outlook with your thinking and your surroundings are going to be much different. And I feel like many of you, it has a lot to do with love, sort of like giving you more insight in regards to love. So with this gentleness, and I see whispering, sort of like whispering of messages. And I feel like this is going to be messages of, for some of you, for those that might have crossed over, that someone you love very dearly, but also for the ones that are not with anyone just yet. I feel like this is a message for what's to come. And I feel like this purity is sort of like the cleansing of your mind. Like, remember the word detox. And now after this detox, I feel now there's this awakening. You're seeing things in a different way now. So that's beautiful. And we have change. Isn't that a beautiful card? Very beautiful. Oh, this is such an amazing reading. I didn't think I would be going on a journey like this, Capricorn. So we have the owl here, which is a symbol of wisdom. And you know, I have the owls all over my fingers. So we have the owls here, symbol of wisdom. And we also have the tree here. As you look at it, it's sort of like the tree of life. It's sort of like wisdom is sort of like watching over you. Oh, so Spirit is telling me that some of you are going through and will be going through great change. Now, we are definitely on a journey, Capricorn, here in regards to change, transformation, and transformation, awaken, purity, and gentleness. But I also see transformation as well. So with that, I feel like for many of you, definitely you have to adjust to this change for some of you. I feel like for some of you, it may not be so easy. But the change is going to come, and it's going to bring an awakening to you. It's going to detox you. And it's going to whisper. Are you going to feel it intuitively? The messages from Spirit on the direction you should go in regards to this change. That's what I see here. So, this is really, really beautiful. These cards are very, very beautiful and have very strong messages to these cards. Very beautiful messages. So, let me recap here. From the spirit world, and I feel these cards are very spirit world, like this row is the messages from spirit, like your spirit guide row. This is also the past life, and if there's things that you're going through in the physical now, this is what this row is about. And like I said, some of you may have dealt or may be from the countryside. Also, there may be some distance in regards to love. There may be some religious beliefs, and also there may be some finances and career changes that are happening in your life. And like I said, I feel like here you're very careful with what you have because you work so hard for it. But I feel like also here there's a lot of gifts inside you that are going to bring prosperity and increase for you. I feel like overall, in regards to love, there's a mixture of love here. There's a mixture of a lot of spirituality here. Of course, there's messages from your spirit guides from beyond. So overall, these are the energies that some of you may come across or may have already dealt with. And I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comment section, in either your spiritual life, past life, still dealing with the symptoms and the signs of past life situations. Now, I did say earlier, who's dreaming? Who's dreaming? Who's dreaming? I said someone was dreaming. I feel like that came here. That message came here with gentleness. The word dreaming comes to me. But purity is like a detoxing. And I feel like you're going to gain a lot of wisdom and insight on your journey. And there's going to come change and wisdom. But this change is going to be, of course, it may not be easy at times, but it's going to be for the best from what I'm seeing here. Well, Capricorn, that concludes the reading. I think this reading has been a bit long, but you know, we had to go on this journey. And overall, for love, I feel like for some of you are being prepared for what's to come, and also for what you already have. If you're with your partner, I feel like for some of you is to strengthen what you already have. Again, this concludes the reading. If this reading resonated with you, give the video a thumbs up. Also, you can tell me how it resonated with you by leaving a comment in the comment section. Also, you can share the video. I also want to say, take a visit at my website at tarot1lovecoach.com. That's my new site that I have up. It's going to be focused more on relationships and more articles about relationships. Also check out, which I will be trying to focus more on for this year of 2018, the things that I had challenges with focusing on. Also my podcast, the link is in the description below. And also, check out my Etsy store. I got some products on Etsy that deals with spirituality, inspiration. It's overall, check it out. It's something that will encourage you and inspire you. So check that out too. Well, until next time, God bless you.